You guys want to talk about out-of-touch fan bases, and look no further than what they got going on down south here in Atlanta, because the Atlanta Falcons fan base, I don't know what's wrong with you. A lot of you are sitting out here saying, oh my God, number 2 plays like number 2. Oh my God, he's garbage, he's trash, he sucks all of the ass. Oh my God, the reason why the Falcons can't get a break is because of that doggone turnover machine, Matt Ryan. This is the same Matt Ryan whom, just in case you don't know, hasn't had a QBR that dropped him out of the top 10 for the average of the season in the past 10 years. I just want y'all to know, since 2010, he has not been outside of the bottom 10. He's averaging top 6 quarterback in the league every year. Not to mention, he hasn't had a passer rating over the entire season that drops beneath 89 when you take the averages of the whole season. Doesn't average less than 89 underneath the season within that same time frame. Now, that being said, you guys aren't talking about the biggest fraud in the room, Dan Quinn. You let this man fraud his way to a head coaching job. What do I mean by fraud? Let me get this straight. He's getting this credit as being some defensive guru, some immaculate defensive mind, a genius of the defensive side of the ball. However, for some way, shape, or form, he's going to get the credit for having a defense that just so happened to have Richard Sherman, Byron Maxwell, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, and all those boys in the Legion of Boom. And, not to mention, their defensive front was also no slouch. And these were people that he already had before he even got there to participate and ride the coattails of that defense. Not to mention, not only did he have a good defense, he had a ground and pound Marshawn Lynch beast mode running back and running first offense, except for the one time they should have ran in the red zone against everybody's favorite team, the Patriots. But once again, we'll put that on the back burner for now. But a complementary offense to keep your defense off the field so those guys were well rested and refreshed. Now, on top of that, not only did you get all that, you have QBs who have gone on record saying they don't even go to Richard Sherman's side of the field, and they are playing against that stout, stacked, elite defense. And they are already saying we're going to forfeit that side of the field to you before the first snap of the fucking football. You have all that going for you. I'm not seeing where Dan Quinn worked the magic here to get this to go. And then on top of all that, you play 8 games a year in a stadium that has a crowd so ruckus they can register seismic activity on the Richter scale. You have all that going. I could have coached that team defensively to at least a playoff strat. I could have at least strategized to at least a playoff level. We would have at least gone over 500. And this is just some guy on the internet who's talking shit? I mean, I don't understand how Dan Quinn gets credit for that, but alas, Arthur Blank and the rest of the Atlanta Falcons organization said, come right on in. And when you don't have that talent and the best player you have is I can't stay healthy on the field Trufant for your defense, it's a lot harder to put the X's and O's together, isn't it? Then you have people coming out in interviews saying stuff like, well, they ain't do anything that surprised us, and they still getting one over on us. Because if you look over the past 10 years, when is the last time as a Falcons fan you said, that's my defense right there, baby? The answer, if you look at the cheat sheet, is you haven't. You haven't. Your best days are when Matt Ryan's throwing 5 touchdowns a game or getting 400 yards a game or being on pace for 5,200 yards in a season, and y'all are putting up 40 points plus a game, and y'all are just out here pounding and 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 pounding on the offensive side of the ball. Your defense can level up 30 points, 40 points, that's fine, but as long as you have 45 to 50, I mean, it really isn't going to matter now, is it? Now, that being said, as we know, defense wins championships, and your defense, for some reason, even in games where Matt Ryan has a double-digit lead going into halftime, just completely, like the Monstars, do they come over there and take their talent? And Space Jam 2 is about the NFL, and they just take the Falcons' talent, and all of a sudden, y'all can't play defense? Because I don't know what it is. Y'all, for some reason, second half, y'all can't really seem to do anything with it. And this is something that's been habitual over the past decade for you guys. However, this season, you're showing consistency. Now you just don't play defense at all. I mean, it'd be one thing to be so low in all these defensive categories in the 2019 campaign if you were playing Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and then you had to follow that up by playing Lamar Jackson, and then you had to go and follow that up by saying, oh my God, I can't believe we're going to have to do this again. No. Then you play Carson Wentz, and then the week after that for your 6th game, you had to play Deshaun Watson. But somehow Deshaun Watson is the best QB that you've played this year, and you've been getting doused by Marcus Mariota, Jacoby Brissett, And I can't believe I'm about to say this next one because it hurts me. Kirk Cousins? Captain Kirk? The guy that everyone wanted to run out of town as soon as last week? You mean the guy that always seems to find a way to go, I suck 7 games in a row, but if I play good 2 games back to back and then continue to suck, I can always balance out my contract because, hey man, I was good those 2 games. And then the organizations go, that's right, you deserve another shot and a pay raise. But once again, I digress. These are the QBs that are having their career highs against you week in and week out. But it's Matt Ryan's fault. I understand. And some of you guys are going to say, but it's a turnover machine. He's throwing turnovers. I want you to watch. Just watch any game the Falcons will play this year. And when he gets the ball, I want you to go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I want you to notice something. By the time you get to 2.5, there's 2 dudes on the other team, on the defensive lineman, who are in the backfield harassing your quarterback already. He's already under duress. He doesn't get a hot potato, oh, there, see you later. He doesn't get all that. Some receivers don't even get to finish their route before he's under the pressure and under duress and under fire, under siege, so to speak. And he's still able to put up a decent QBR in most of these games and a decent passer rating in most of these games. But even so, you can put up as many points as you want. If you let Houston put up 40-plus points on you, a 50-burger, I don't understand what Matt Ryan has to do with this at this point. Like, y'all are just trifling. And don't even get me started on what happened with y'all in Arizona. I don't even know where to begin with you guys on that. But when y'all are jumping all over Matt Ryan, y'all gotta stop. It's real childish.